We all got dreams, right? Y'all ever sit on the porch swing, sipping sweet tea and just dreaming? Dreaming of a life where money ain't no object. A big old house, fancy cars, maybe a boat if you're feeling adventurous. It's the American dream, ain't it? To build something from nothing, to taste that sweet success. We all crave it. That feeling of accomplishment, of proving everyone wrong. But here's the thing about dreams. They need fuel. They need grit, hustle, and a whole lot of heart. It's easy to get lost in the day-to-day grind, to let the bills and the 9 to 5 suck the life out of you. Society tells us to play it safe, to stick with what we know, but deep down, we crave more. We're bombarded with images of overnight successes, of folks winning the lottery or striking it rich quick. But let me tell you, that's just smoke and mirrors. Real success? That takes time, sweat, and maybe a few tears along the way. But don't you worry, it's worth it. The journey itself, the climb to the top, that's where the real magic happens. So buckle up, grab yourself another glass of that sweet tea, and let's dive into this thing together. We're gonna figure out how to turn those dreams into reality one step at a time. Life throws curveballs. It's tough out there. Let's be real, folks. Life ain't always sunshine and rainbows. It's more like thunderstorms and mosquitoes sometimes. You start out with nothing but ambition and a whole lot of hope. But the world keeps throwing obstacles your way. Student loans, rent eating up your paycheck, maybe a car that coughs more than your Uncle Joe after a long day fishing. It's enough to make you want to throw in the towel. We've all been there looking at the folks who seem to have it all figured out and wondering, what's their secret? Why not me? But here's the truth. They probably started out just like you and me. Scared, unsure, but with a fire in their belly and a refusal to settle for mediocrity. The difference is, they decided to do something about it. They took that fear and used it as fuel. They learned from their mistakes, brushed themselves off after every stumble, and kept on trucking. And that's what we gotta do too. We gotta stop making excuses, stop playing the blame game, and take responsibility for our own lives. It's time to quit listening to those negative voices, the ones telling us we ain't good enough, smart enough, or lucky enough. Because you know what? Luck favors the prepared, and we're about to get prepared. Time to hustle, no more excuses. This ain't some get-rich-quick scheme, y'all. This is about putting in the work, day in and day out. It's about changing your mindset, developing good habits, and learning how to make your money work for you. It's about taking control of your life and building something you can be proud of. We're gonna talk about finances, sure, but it's more than that. It's about personal growth, about pushing yourself beyond your comfort zone and discovering what you're truly capable of. It's about building a life filled with purpose, passion, and yes, even a little bit of fun along the way. This is your wake-up call, folks. This is the moment you stop dreaming and start doing. No more waiting for the perfect time or the perfect opportunity. The perfect time is now. The opportunity is right in front of you. You just gotta reach out and grab it with both hands. So, are you ready to unlock your potential? Are you ready to build the life you deserve? Then let's get started. Because the only thing standing between you and your dreams is you. Starting where you are with what you got. Now, I know what you're thinking. Gary, this all sounds great and all, but I'm just a regular person. I ain't no millionaire entrepreneur. And you know what? You're right. You ain't yet. But that don't mean you can't be. See, everyone starts somewhere. Most folks who've built something from nothing, they didn't have some fancy education or a trust fund to fall back on. They started with grit, determination, and a whole lot of elbow grease. They knew that Rome wasn't built in a day, but they laid every brick with purpose. So take a good look at where you are right now. What skills do you have? What are you good at? Maybe you're a whiz with cars, or you got a knack for baking up a storm in the kitchen. Everyone's got something they can offer the world. Don't underestimate the power of a side hustle. That little something you do on the weekend, that could be your ticket to something bigger. Start small, build it up slow and steady, and who knows? One day that side hustle might just become your main gig. Now let's talk about work ethic. See, talent will only get you so far in this life. It's the folks who are willing to put in the hours, the ones who don't shy away from hard work, who truly make it. You gotta be willing to outwork the competition, to go the extra mile when everyone else is heading home. Think of it like this, every early morning, every late night you grind, that's an investment in your future. You're building something special, something that'll pay off in the long run. Sure, it'll be tough. There'll be days when you want to quit, when you question why you even started in the first place. But that's when you gotta dig deep, find that inner strength, and keep pushing forward. Remember that dream we talked about? That's what you're working towards. Every step you take, every obstacle you overcome brings you closer to making that dream a reality. And here's the thing about hard work. It's contagious. When you're busting your tail, giving it your all, folks notice. It inspires them to step up their own game. And who knows? You might just inspire the next generation of go-getters, the ones who will change the world with their own two hands. Now, I ain't gonna lie to you. Working your tail off is important, but it's a whole lot easier if you're passionate about what you're doing. When you love what you do, it don't feel like work. It feels like you're living the dream every single day. So, what gets you fired up? What makes your heart sing? Maybe it's music or art, or maybe you got a head full of business ideas just waiting to be unleashed. Whatever it is, don't be afraid to go after it with everything you got. The world needs more folks who are passionate about their work, folks who are excited to get out of bed in the morning and chase their dreams. And the best part is, when you're passionate about something, it shows. It shines through in everything you do, and that's what draws people in. Now I know what some of you are thinking. Gary, my passion won't pay the bills. And you know what? You might be right. But that don't mean you can't find a way to make it work. Get creative, think outside the box, and find a way to turn your passion into profit. Because when you do what you love, the money will follow. All right, folks, let's talk about money. Not just making it, but managing it like a responsible adult. It's about respecting your hard-earned cash and making it work for you. First things first, get yourself a budget. A budget ain't about restricting yourself, it's about taking control. It's like having a roadmap to financial freedom. Section 2. Investing ain't just for Wall Street, growing your money the smart way. Now let's talk about investing. I know, it sounds intimidating. You picture those fellas in suits on Wall Street throwing around fancy terms like they're speaking a foreign language. But here's the thing. Investing ain't just for the rich and famous. It's for anyone who wants to see their money grow. Think of it like planting a seed. You put a little bit of something in the ground, you nurture it, and over time it grows into something bigger and better. That's what investing is all about. It's about putting your money to work for you, so it can grow and compound over time. Now, I ain't no financial advisor, so I ain't gonna tell you what to invest in. But I will say this, do your research. There's a whole world of investment opportunities out there, from stocks and bonds to real estate and even cryptocurrencies. Find something that aligns with your risk tolerance and your financial goals. And remember, investing ain't about getting rich quick. It's a marathon, not a sprint. There'll be ups and downs along the way, but if you stay the course, if you're patient and consistent, you'll be amazed at what your money can do for you. Section 3, Side Hustle Superstar. Turning your talents into extra cash. Okay, folks, let's talk about side hustles. Remember how I said everyone's got a talent? Well, it's time to put that talent to work for you. See, a side hustle ain't just about making extra cash, although that's definitely a nice perk. It's about exploring your passions, developing new skills, and building something on your own terms. Think about what you enjoy doing. Are you a whiz in the kitchen? Start a baking business from your own home. Got a knack for photography? Offer your services for weddings and events. Are you a natural-born storyteller? Write freelance articles or even start a blog. The beauty of a side hustle is that you're in the driver's seat. You set your own hours, you choose your own projects, and you build something you're truly passionate about. Plus, it's a great way to diversify your income streams. You never know when that little side hustle might just turn into your full-time gig. So, don't be afraid to get creative, to think outside the box, and to share your talents with the world. You might just surprise yourself with what you can achieve. Section 4. Building your brand. Become the go-to person in your field. Everyone has a brand, whether you realize it or not. It's your reputation, your expertise, your unique value proposition. What makes you stand out? That's your brand. Establish yourself as an expert in your field. Create a strong online presence. Share your strengths and passions with the world. Be consistent, authentic, and always provide value. From rags to riches, inspiring stories of folks who beat the odds. Folks starting with nothing but a dream and a whole lot of hustle, building empires. Real people who decided they weren't gonna let life dictate their destiny. Take Oprah Winfrey, for instance. She grew up dirt poor, facing more hardship than most. But did that stop her? No, sir. Now she's a media mogul, an inspiration to millions. Then there's Howard Schultz, who turned a little coffee shop into a global phenomenon. He grew up in the projects, working his way through college. Now Starbucks is a household name. Their stories are a testament to the power of the human spirit. Small-town triumphs, proving that success can bloom anywhere. The power of perseverance. Never giving up on your dreams. Remember Colonel Sanders? He faced rejection after rejection trying to sell his recipe, but he kept on knocking on doors until one finally swung open. Failure is just a detour. Learning from setbacks and coming back stronger. Think of it like this. Every time you stumble, you learn something. Walt Disney was fired for lacking imagination, but went on to create something extraordinary. Mindset is everything thinking like a winner, even when you're knee-deep in doubt. Success starts with believing in yourself, even when nobody else does. A winner's mindset is about focus, resilience, and an unwavering belief in your goals. Never stop learning. Being a lifelong student of your craft and the world around you. The world's changing fast, and if you ain't constantly learning, you're gonna get left behind. Stay curious, ask questions, and never stop your pursuit of knowledge. The compound effect. Small, consistent actions adding up to big-time results. Small, consistent actions repeated over time create massive results. If you improve just 1% every day, by the end of the year, you'll be 37 times better. Patience, young grasshopper. Rome wasn't built in a day, and neither is your empire. Real success is built brick by brick with sweat equity and patience. Keep planting those seeds and trust that in time, you'll reap a bountiful harvest. Weathering the storms. When life throws you lemons, make lemonade. It's how you respond to challenges that defines you. Turn that sour experience into something sweet and keep moving forward. The power of not giving up. Quitters never win, and winners never quit. Success isn't about never falling down, it's about getting back up every single time. Every successful person you admire is a testament to the power of not giving up. Your potential is limitless. Unlocking the best version of yourself. You're capable of amazing things, but it's up to you to unlock that potential. Take ownership of your life, step outside that comfort zone, and chase those dreams. Taking that first step. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Don't wait for the perfect time or opportunity. They don't exist. Take that first step today, no matter how small it might seem. Join the journey. We're all in this together, folks. Surround yourself with good folks who lift you up and inspire you. Celebrate each other's victories and offer a helping hand when someone stumbles.